Hey guys, welcome back as always. My name is Leyzar and the new Nightwave is live. Yay, new Nightwave! And I also got a whole bunch of Garuda changes, tweaks and all whatnot. Well, it's really mostly a buff across the line for an already pretty significant Warframe, which makes Garuda even more powerful, which is fantastic if you think about it, because Garuda Prime is set to release in about 11 days from posting of this vid, so do bear that one in mind. What is it, 10 days? 10 days, I'll post this one tomorrow. Now first things first, Nightwave, yay, Nightwave! More challenges that you are mostly familiar with. You know the deal, right? You do a bunch of challenges, you get a bunch of points, you get a whole lot of rewards, and you also can use your creds that you get by doing challenges to buy stuff. What stuff, might you ask? Well, you can buy catalysts, for example, or you can buy cuckoo, nethane extract, anyone, and so on and so forth, including cosmetics like helmets, blah blah, yada yada, etc. Now, Nora's Mix Volume 1. What's new? Well, the creds are new, but hey, Nora Stencil, is this new? I have no idea. But Nora Stencil, see, you get these wall-to-wall carpeting of like a microphone-looking thing. You get the Tenebrous Ephemera. Now, if memory serves me correctly, and I really hope it does, this was the first ephemera to be offered at the Halloween events. You get these bats flying out of you, and you know what? For certain fashion frames, it definitely works wonders. You get a bunch of Forma bundle, and one more thing which I really want to point out, you get 150 creds straight off the bat at level 1, which is hugely helpful for newer players coming into Warframe, so thumbs up for that. Including the Forma and of course the Catalyst X2, 2 Catalyst at level 8. Again, more caters towards newer players coming into Warframe, which is definitely a great thing. You get the Sivara Glyph at level 9, at level 10 you get this scroll to put on your K drive, because there are a lot of fans of K drive. More creds, only 50 this time. You get yourself a Warframe slot, 20,000 cuckoo, just to remind yourself that you need a whole lot more. A melee Riven mod, of course, veiled at level 14, and this is a skin. I don't know if this is a new skin or not. I think it is a new skin. It looks like a zebra because it's called the zebra skin. Pegasus Zebra skin. Do you guys like the Pegasus? Let me know if I should update the guide for 2022 with galvanized mods and all whatnot. A Exilus weapon adapter, another sword skin, well, dual sword skin. This one for the it's the dual sword Stavika skin. So there you go. It looks kind of cool subjectively. Of course, you get yourself a tomato at level 19, at level 20. Augment for the Akjugugu. I did want to check this one out. Range advantage. Plus 300% damage if no enemies are within 10 meters. Now here's the thing. Normally you will shoot with the Garuda or Garuda Prime from more than 10 meters away, but the thing is, sometimes enemies creep behind you if you're not going to be using your melee and all whatnot, or AoE abilities. So honestly, just for 300% damage, not really all that fantastic. If it was a different multiplier perhaps, or if it was 500, it's a half decent augment at best from my humble point of view. You get a T set. Is this the same as the other one? Do you guys know? Hold on, I got the other one. Is this the same as the other one? Might be the same as the other. Yes, it is the same as the other. I got already one owned. I don't remember where we got it from, however. At level 23, I love this augment. I think this is the right design direction for augments such as this one. Check this one out. Combat reload. If 5 pellets are headshots, yeah, increase the reload speed by 120 for 3 seconds. Now here's the thing, 5 pellets out of the Tigris Prime is nothing. The Tigris Prime fires a whole lot more pellets than that. It awards skill play, it awards going for headshots, so, and I'm definitely a big fan of that. But just 120% reload speed, while the Tigris already reloads pretty quick. I don't know, I think the buff, considering what you're asking to get said buff, you should offer something a bit more chunkier, if you know what I mean. But I like the design language they're trying to encourage with combat reloaded. More creds, just 50 for poor people, what can I say? Kitoid Sentinel bundle. It's a Sentinel bundle that makes your Sentinel look like this. I have it. It's subjectively cool. At level 26 you get free Arcane Graces. Fantastic, thumbs up for that. You remember when they only used to give us one and we were sad and boo and all that good stuff. So free Forma at level 27, 28. This is the best item obviously in this Nightwave. So Nora's Mix level 1 or whatever it is. You get this thing, and I think honestly this is the coolest drone ever, and I need it for my drone collection. Fantastic, thumbs up for that one. At level 29, the ever so popular Umbra Forma. I still got 5, got nothing to do with them. And at level 30, the final reward. Boom, Glacial Sianda. Oh shit, it looks bad. Okay, hold on this specific look, it looks bad, but the Glacial Siandana, believe it or not, is actually quite pretty. So let's change the look of Garuda so I can show you that There you go. Now you can see it in all its glory. This is the Glacial Siandana. It's a pretty common shape for a Siandana in Warframe, but I think the whole spikes on the back, it has this aquatic feel to it. Not so much glacial, but more like Neptune-y, underwatery, trident-y, fishy kind of vibe. I know that's hardly even English, but that's not important. What is important though? Well, the Garuda buffs. You want to see the Garuda buffs? These are the Garuda buffs, my friends. Now, it's a pretty straight buff across the line. With the actual change that makes the biggest difference, and I would argue the only real change, is the passive. Killing enemies, including assists, very important to note, increases damage by 5% up to 100% and drains by 1% every 2 seconds. But kills stall the drain for a whopping 5 seconds. So honestly, it's gonna be pretty simple to keep this one up, depending on the content that you're doing. Now, Garuda is the blood queen of massacre, of killing, of slaughtering and all whatnot. So basically the point of Garuda is kind of to chain from kill to kill, keep this one up. 100% extra damage is nice, but it's nothing that will turn your whole world around. This is reflected in the UI icon, blah blah. You got a new UI thingy, okay? So you see is the thing, it's filling up with something red, which is supposed to be blood, 52%, yada yada, etc. Now, essentially, you got buffs for everything that Garuda has. A lot of changes to Dread Mirror. Dread Mirror projectile will now auto-throw when energy drains completely from charging. Added a new Dread Mirror projectile directional animations. You know, when you're aiming the ball, the thing, it was a little bit on the difficult side to get it aimed correctly, so they fixed that one. Dread Mirror's projectile can now be charged while sprinting. Ooh! Nice, that's actually quite cool. New floating animations have been added to support the full sprint blood casting fantasy. Garuda will now be invulnerable while traveling to the target, double the damage scaling of the projectile while throwing. Yes, double the damage scaling, not the damage scaling. Adjusted the position of projectile damage numbers to be lower on the mirror so that it doesn't go off screen as often. It used to go off screen, I never really noticed because I don't really look at the damage numbers. Increase the turn speed of Dread Mirror when not aiming. Dread Mirror turn speed is now also... Oh, I remember this! This was a little bit... it was a bit off when you're playing Garuda. You turn on a dime because, you know, we're Warframes and it's fun to turn on a dime. But the Dread Mirror would go like this. Which was a little bit disconnecting to the whole fantasy and all whatnot, if I'm to use Digital Extremes language. Blood Altar. Garuda will now be invulnerable while traveling to the target. This refers to the animation. Bloodletting. Bloodletting now clears status procs when cast. Slightly increased energy gain from 45 to 40% of Garuda's energy pool. And a whole bunch of buffs for seeking talents as well. Honestly, guys, this is a buff across the board, and you know what? The brand new passive should be a whole lot more usable and impactful than old passive. Now we come to the augments. Now I'm not gonna bore you with all of these, but what you should know that, well, Warframe has a lot of dead weight, and by dead weight I mean a whole lot of stuff that we don't really use. So this is Digital Extremes going back on some of these augments and saying, hey, can we make these usable? Can we make them a bit more attractive for our players? To, you know, sprucing up the gameplay diversity and all whatnot. For example, Furious of the Javelin. Have you ever used this one? Yeah, there's gonna be two guys in the back that say sit down. Before, each enemy hit would increase Excalibur's melee damage by 10% for 16 seconds. Now, melee damage increased to 15% at maximum rank. So yay, more melee damage. You can expect these small little changes, but also bigger changes. For example, the one that Limbo got for his Rift Haven. Allies banished to the Rift will have 25% of their maximum health restored, which was not bad, but now, my friends, it's 25% of their maximum health restored every second. So 4 seconds back to full HP, get back at them and all whatnot. And of course you will find a full link to all of these changes in the description down below. And that's pretty much it. You know what, I'm definitely a fan of coming back to old unused items in Warframe, not just these augments, but in general mods, and kind of sprucing them up a bit so we get a bit more build diversity, a bit more choice. And I do believe, my friends, that is pretty much it for now. As always, my name has been Laser. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe only if you enjoy the content. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!